No, not doing it. Okay, I don't get why it does that. Why it does that orientation crap. It tells me to turn my screen right. It was right the first time. I probably can't get it to go back the right way either. At the park, guys. I'm at the Barnesville Park. Walked a mile. It's 50 degrees out. It's really nice today. And it's supposed to get up to 60 next week. Let's see. How do I turn this thing around? There we go. I'm sitting at the gazebo. Sitting at the gazebo at the park. Hi, Honor. How are you? Just got done walking. Walked my mile around the park. It's not so windy today. Last time I was out here, it was super windy when I played back the video. Oh, see, this says, good, I'm glad you're good. It says, orientation is locked, rotate device back. How do you unlock it? Because I don't want it straight up and down. I want you to have the full picture. Do you have any idea how to unlock it? That's why I don't like going live from YouTube. I like going live from Prism because it doesn't do this bull crap. I don't want it up and down. 'Cause then, I mean, I guess you can get the fuller screen when you watch it on the playback, but lots of people out today. People walking their kids, walking their dogs, walking their kids. They got their kids in a stroller. There's one coming now. And lots of people walking their dogs. Is it still going if I have it that way? Honor. Okay, now am I good? Am I good now? I can't read. Shit. I gotta go up and get my. The timer's still going, so I'm still live. Damn it. See, I don't know how to get it orientation locked. It never did that before. I used to go live on YouTube. It never did that crap. Oh, I fall on this ice. There's still a little ice where it hasn't melted. I'm gonna hang on to the rail. There, I made it. I gotta get a car and get my cheaters because I cannot see to read the chat. Anywho, it's a nice day today. Yay! I got out and walked. Yay! Honor, did you see that thing I put up on my channel about the ring light, my ring light? So I told my neighbor, I sent it to my neighbor, messaged him. He said he thought it was a spirit of a cat on the front porch. I don't know. He's one of those people, paranormal person. He goes around investigating paranormal things. He's been to several really cool places around the world. I keep saying I'm going to get Buttercup Baby to put his link up. I think she did one time. Well, he's in my, if you want to watch his channel, he's in my, what's it called? Can't even think straight. Whoop. That walking does me in. I got to get in shape to mow the frickin' yard. It's a big ass yard. It takes me like an hour and a half. I do it in two parts now. I used to do the whole thing. Now, even with the self-propelled mower, I have to do because I'm 67. YouTube drama. he's a scum. He's a scumbag. Thinks he can infiltrate the Boit and be one of them. No, people don't care for him. I don't watch his channel. I watched it one time. I thought, oh no, this guy's a jerk. So I didn't watch it again. But yeah, he's stirring up shit. I don't like the drama channels. But hello, Dave, 25. Yeah, he is. Big time. He's garbage, people. Big time. I need to text. I know you can text while I'm on here because I've done it before. But I can't remember because of my freaking memory. I know I can. I should did it before. I text Buttercup Baby. My mod. That's not it. Hi, Michael R. Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday to you too. Very wet and rainy in Redondo Beach, California. Oh my gosh, you guys have had so much rain. You guys get all the rain in the winter. We get all the snow. Poor Blackbird, it was raining there again yesterday. Oh, it wasn't a truck on my ring cam. There was what I call orbs. I call them orbs. Other people say they're freaking mobs flying around a 27-degree temperature. I mean, that could possibly be. All the bugs are. The only bugs I've seen is them stupid stink bugs. I haven't even seen any flies this winter. But anyways, to each his own. People don't believe in supernatural. I do. That's just me. Yeah, there was orbs going every which way, and then there was a figure that ran across the porch on the left-hand side. There's a figure, and it looks to me like a cat, you know. But it's not a cat that's alive. It's not a cat in this realm. It's that's what it looks like. Nice. You saw a ghost before? Cool. Cool. I've known people that have. I personally have not seen. I catch things out of the corner of my eyes, and I feel things. But I've never seen one. But that last night, man, that was weird. I don't know. I felt something. I thought, I'm gonna look at the ring camera. So I looked and I saw all that stuff. It's at the end of some kind of period where they're supposed to be going back now. I don't know. My neighbor was telling me about it. But I don't really understand all that stuff, all that. That'd be kind of scary. I mean, as long as they were friendly, you know, it could be somebody from our past, you know, trying to say goodbye or whatever. If they're not scary, you know. So yeah, I had to get out of the house because it was so freaking nice out. 50 degrees. Look, there's a little duck over there. A little duck for the kids to ride on. And what's the other thing? Is that a turtle? Yeah, it's a turtle. That's the baby play. That's the original playground. And they down there by the pool, they have a big new playground. So yeah, today's been a good day. Good day. No complaints. That sun feels really good in this car. It's a black interior, so it's just soaking up the sun. I should have gotten a car. I knew. I mean, I could feel and hear the wind. I knew it was windy. It would probably be windy on my microphone, but I don't think. I can't think that fast. Yep, I sure do, Dave. 25. Yeah, so when my grandma passed away, and of course my mom was there in the house, and after she passed that night, my brother came to my mom, full-bodied spirit. She never told us this till a long time later. We were all in Tennessee on vacation. Anyway, she was telling us about it. We were sitting there talking about stuff. But my brother Marty, he died in a car wreck. He was 17. He came to Mom, and he was just looked like he did, the day he passed, and his long black hair, and he had on the same tie-dyed shirt and jeans that he had on that we buried him in. And he told her, "Don't worry, I got Grandma," because she was all upset and worried. And he said, "Don't worry, I got Grandma." So. And then when Mom passed away, there was 2 knocks. We were all in there, and we had the door shut. There was a knock on the door, and we opened the door. We thought somebody else had came. Look, there was nobody there. So a little bit later, another knock. Look, nobody was there. So we determined that was Les saying, "I got her." My other brother that had recently passed right before Mom of cancer. We thought, that's Les got Mom. And then we thought the next one was Mom saying goodbye to us. Isn't that weird? Oh, thanks, Dave. It was a long time ago. Yeah, it was bad. Has it been 8 years now, I think? 8 years for Les. It was Les went, and then, yeah, Mom and Dad was at his funeral. Yeah, and then Dad went because Mom was at his funeral. And then Mom. And then granddaughter Lydia. She was 10 when she passed. All in the space of like 2 years. Yeah, it was rough. That was like what do they call that? A clusterfuck. It was awful. But Lydia, she was born with SMA, spinal muscular atrophy. It's like Lou Gehrig's disease in adults. And she had the worst kind. We was only supposed to have her till she was 2. She was only expected to live till she was 2, but we had her till she was 10. So that was a blessing that we had her that long. But yeah, it was a lot. All in the space of 2 years. It was a lot. But we all go through that crap. We get through it somehow. We carry on, and then, you go through the grieving process, and then you think about all the memories, all the good times you had with them. You remember them fondly. Like I'll get out the photo albums and look at them. Yeah. See, I believe in ghosts. But Guy went to that Bob Mackey's place. Bob Mackey. He's been to Lizzie Borden. But he's in my. I can't think of the word for it. On my channel, there's this videos that I like. I don't know where it's at in description. Somewhere on my channel, and then you go there, and then it's in like videos that I like. Or, anyways, it's on there. You can go there if anybody wants to check out his channel. He's going to get back up and running soon. The guy is. Dave, have you been in Blackbirds before? You're saying kind of similar things. Well, that's too bad. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Okay. Thought so. There it is. There's a lid for every pot. Just don't give up. Keep looking. Don't look in the rearview mirror either. Leave the past in the past. Try to anyway. You know. Guess maybe you think you just do two different people. But yeah, I should have texted Buttercup. Darn it. I'm getting hot in this car. Phew. Oh. The sun's shining. Look, there's some high sunshine. Can you see it? There it is. The other day, it was covered in snow. Everything was covered in snow now. It's just little patches around. It's all melted. It's like, if you live in Ohio, you just wait a day and the weather will change. But yeah, it's supposed to get up 60 next week, so that'll be nice too. I gotta get in shape for the freaking lawn mowing. My friend Dwayne says, I don't know how you mow that lawn. I said, well, I probably couldn't if I didn't have a self-propelled mower. I just walk behind the mower. That thing pulls me sometimes. It's hard to control. Well, when I first got it, it was really like, man, it was running me into the jungle there, where Eli always romps. It was running me into the jungle because I was having a hard time like controlling the speed of it. Yeah, there's a lot of trolls in there sometimes. Sometimes there's none, and other times there's a bunch. I think some of them are mean, like they come in there, I think anyways, it's just me. They come in there and say things that they know will get his channel a strike. Mean ass people don't have any life of their own. So he hid. The one guy was in there. He rarely hides people on his channel, but he's getting tired of that shit. He hit him. I forget the name, what his name was, what his handle was. But Blackbird hit him himself because he was saying nasty things. Hey, girl, hey. How you doing? I am. Thank you very much. I was just out here walking around the park. I walked 4 times. That's a mile. I'm trying to get in shape because I'll soon be mowing that grass again. So, yeah, I hope you're doing good. I have to pop in there. I haven't popped in there in a while. I always check out your shorts and the things you post on community, which are funny. Buttercup, baby, I was just saying, I should text you before I go live, and I forgot. And I know my screen's up and down. I know. I've tried to fix it. It's like orientation is locked, and I don't know how to unlock it. Yeah, Bridget, I pack on probably 20 pounds during the winter. I can't do that at once anymore, that yard. But I'm still getting her done. You too, Bridget. You too. Have a good day. I'm glad you came in. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Share it out. I'm still working on trying to get monetized. Takes a while. I bet if I talked about a bunch of drama all the time, I'd I'd get the views. Because I've noticed, like when drama is discussed in here, I get more people come in. I could do it. And that's all people do in this town. This little town is gossip. It's nothing but drama. I know, it keeps cutting out. I know. I should go live at my house. Hey, Nino. Yes, it's beautiful out here, Nino. It's 50 degrees. Well, I think it's 51 now, actually. Yeah, it's very, very nice outside. I got to get out of the house. I got to go walk. Oh, I guess you guys figured out by now. Valentine's Day didn't happen. Everybody got that flu B. I haven't got it yet, thank God. Um, I thought COVID would never get me because I have a really good immune system, but COVID got me finally. And the first person I wanted to call when that happened was my sister Vicky, because it never got us. It got our younger sister twice. So when I was out the emergency room, I tested positive. They said, it's COVID. So the first person I want to call is her and tell her, guess what? It got me. But yeah, everybody got that flu B. But the kids from bringing home from school, and then it went through the household. So Valentine's weekend day, whatever, got canceled. But we're gonna go. We're gonna go sometime and do the same things down there at the Fisherman's Market, Center Market in Wheeling. Go down there and go to the art galleries and go to the candy store and different little shops around there. So you know Dave, Nino? Do you know Dave? I don't really know him. See, I'm glad you came in, Buttercup baby. Like I said, as soon as I started the live, I thought I should have texted Buttercup first, and if she was available to come in and moderate. So now Nino's in here too, so that's good. Thanks, guys. I know Honor. I know Michael R. Oh, Michael R., how you feeling? You feeling better today? You still in here? Scroll back. Is Michael R. even in here? He might not even be in here. Did Michael come in here? Yeah, he came in here. Yeah. Michael, if you're still in here, how you feeling? Are you feeling better? You know, you have no one to gossip to, hon? What about family? Don't you guys gossip? I really don't either, actually. I mean, but that's all this town does. I mean, when I go to some of the functions, you know, I'll be walking around and they'll be over here in this corner gossiping about the person who isn't there, and then you walk over to the next group of people and they'll be gossiping about a person that isn't there with their group. You know, human nature. Right? Frickin' COVID, it got me. Hope it don't get me again. That was awful. I was tired. The worst thing I had was the tiredness. I was so tired, so weak. But other than that, I mean, I was putting away Christmas, and I don't have that much Christmas to put away. But I carried down 4 totes from the upstairs and carry them back up, and I had to stop and take a break. And that's not me. I don't stop, you know. Well, now I have to stop to mow the grass, but normally when I'm doing a task, I don't stop till it's done. But yeah, that shit kicked my in the dirt. Well, I don't have a Cash App, Buttercup baby. I have you're right about that. I have PayPal. It's in my description or somewhere. Somewhere on my channel I have PayPal. Can you grab that and put it up for me, please? I don't know how to do that. I really don't. I ain't lying. I don't know how to do that. But I have Dono. Who was it? Deb Godfrey. Deb Godfrey sent me $25. Hi, Golden Streets. She told me to do something nice for yourself, so I went out to the Chinese restaurant. It was nice. I should have filmed it, but I don't film. I might take pictures of food, but I don't film me eating. I just don't do that. How's Golden Streets today? Hope you're having a good day. It's 51 degrees here in Ohio, Golden Streets, so I was out walking. And I didn't think I was going to go live. My lives are spur of the moment. Yeah, it's not windy today. It always seems to do it around here. Maybe if I go, let me get the keys. Maybe if I go somewhere else, it won't do this reconnecting bull crap. It seems to do it a lot in this area. Let's go down here by the gazebo. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't do the reconnecting thing. So they were out here trimming the trees earlier. They've been doing that a lot around the neighborhood, too. Did it in front of the house the other day. Go down here to the gazebo. There's the playground. There's a shelter. Lots of people like to rent that shelter because it's right there by the playground when they have functions. There's another one over there. And our pool's over there. You can't see it for the trees, but they open that on Memorial Day. I go sit in the gazebo. I gotta hold on to this thing just in case. Oh, you can see the pool. You can see the lifeguard chairs through the trees. And there's our little open air amphitheater. There's bands out here once in a great while. I should come out here sometime. There's lots going on in this little town. Especially in the spring and the summer. I could probably go live with something every time something goes on. I'll sit here in the sunshine. Isn't this a cool gazebo? Lots of people for prom, they'll come out here. There's somebody walking. People for prom will come out here and take their pictures in this gazebo. Favorite emoji? A butterfly? Please, do they have butterflies? I love butterflies. I have a butterfly tattoo on my leg. Spontaneous lives are good. Thanks, Nino. Sunny here in PA, nice. That's where my daughter-in-law, Sarah's parents are from, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Brandon met her when he went to the Art Institute in Pittsburgh. Now they live in Chicago. They started out, once after they got married, they started out in Atlanta, Georgia. That's where he got a job, and then they moved to Chicago. Nice, Golden Street. So you know about all them steep hills. They live on a steep hill. Almost reminds you of San Francisco. With all those steep hills. Oh, thanks, Buttercup Baby. Thanks so much. Man, you're so good at all this stuff. I'm glad. I'm glad you are. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I want to go. Guy and I were just talking about, texting back and forth this morning about when he starts back up. I want to go with him on one of his paranormal investigations, and I want to go live on YouTube during it, so because it might get him some more subs. I know, right? It reminds me so much of San Francisco with them steep hills. Gotta have a good emergency brake. I'm glad people take their childrens out when it's nice out. My grandma Ida told me, the two little Idas named after my granddaughter. She told me, Charlotte, when I first had Brandon, she said, take your baby out every day and get that baby some fresh air. I'll never forget that. So I take him out in the stroller a lot. Aw, Nino. That's nice. You can tell when a house is haunted, you can feel it, huh? You're one of those type of people that can feel that. I went to a screening of, I can never think of the name of that movie. Crap. It's a scary movie. They play it all the time around Halloween. It's one word title. Annabelle, I think it is. Is it Annabelle? Anyways, I went to a screening of that movie at the Roundhouse in Circleville, where I used to live, and they said it was haunted. Well, I felt it. I felt something. So I told Guy about it, and I told the lady before I left about Guy, and then I hooked them up with each other's phone numbers. So Guy went up there to Circleville, and he did a paranormal investigation in the Roundhouse, and it is haunted. It used to sit on this property where they were going to build a super center, Walmart super center. So someone preserved it. They moved it. They moved the Roundhouse onto this property where, it could be saved instead of torn down. And they're trying to get, like the Historical Society, they're trying to get it. I don't know if they finally got it named as a building to preserve for historical, Anyways, I think it was $5. You go in there and watch that movie, and they had drinks and popcorn, and you got to tour it. On my channel, I did a tour of it. That's when I was first starting out. Anyways, Guy went up there and he did a paranormal investigation of it. Yes, fresh air. It's good for the kitties. Oh, yeah, I have a spare battery pack, yep. So I don't have to sit in my car and charge it. It's fully charged when I left the house, but man, it drains your battery fast when you do, especially when you do it from YouTube. Prism's not so bad, but YouTube just drains it quick. But yeah, I have a battery pack. In fact, Gracie, Miss Lulu, aka Gracie, that's before I was like showing people opening things that were sent. That's when I first started out. She sent me a power pack. Or no, she didn't send me a power pack, excuse me. She sent me a donation, and I bought a power pack with it. She sent me a couple donations. And then she sent me some clothes, too. I should have opened them on live, but that's way before I hadn't started doing that yet. But I did show Riley opening Nino's gift, and I showed Vicky opening Blackbird's shirt that he sent her. So I'm doing that now. Anyways, I wasn't doing that back then. But yeah, I got a power pack. And as far as a wind thing, I don't know. I had that happen once at Golden Streets. One time. That's cool. That's cool that you have dreams that come true. That's so freaking awesome. Like I'll be like for example, I was riding past Bart Camp State Park. That's where you can go fishing, swimming, horseback riding, a lake. And I just knew, I almost turned in and went there. I knew that the guy I was dating at the time was fishing. I just knew it. I just felt it. Like I said, I almost turned in, but I didn't. And I went home, and that's when my son Charlie and Angie had first got married. They was living close to me, well, right in the same, across the street. And I went over there to tell them I'm home. Yeah, I missed you guys. And Angie said, His name was Dwayne, too. Dwayne, I never dated Dwayne now, my friend Dwayne now. He's friends with me, Marcy, and Vicky. We adopted him after Les passed away. He was best friends with my brother, our brother Les, since kindergarten. We kind of adopted him once Les passed. Anyways, his name was Dwayne. And she said, Dwayne was here. He said to tell you he'd be at Bart camp and he'd be back. So it's probably 5 minutes later he came back. But anyways, yeah, things like that happen all the time. And then sometimes things like that will happen and I won't pay attention to them. Well, like I did then. I don't pay attention to them, and I wish I would have. Several times that's happened. But I only had one dream. It wasn't a very nice dream, and then it came true. We kept the windows slightly open. Oh. Yeah, they opened the windows. Yep. We were at the nursing home when Uncle Bob passed away. They opened the window. Yeah. People used to cover mirrors, but I think that's a certain I don't know, I don't want to say ethnic, certain group of people that do that, to cover the mirrors. But yeah, they opened the doors. They opened the window at the restaurant. Oh, Golden Streets, that was Mike. He's been there before to the Rancho. He's bad news. He's sketchy. Rosie told Blackbird she didn't want him having any. Sorry, guys. It's going in and out down here now. I think it's the clouds. Yeah, it was Mike. He's not. He's not. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I wouldn't trust him. Put it that way. First time we saw him. First time he was at the Rancho, and we saw him. A bunch of us were trying to tell Blackbird. He hardly looks at chat. He's be careful. We just got a bad vibe from him. And then we were really trying to tell him the other night when he was over there. Yeah, I wouldn't trust him. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, you'll have to watch. I think it's still up. Isn't it, Buttercup Baby? That one where they went down the street after it got dark and they got something from a house. I don't know what was going on there. You know how Blackbird, he kind of talks around in circles. You have to know Blackbird speak to understand him. Well, he even had me confused because it could have been the house where he used to live with his girlfriend. They broke up, so he had to move. It could have been a neighbor's house. I don't know. Nobody knows. Yeah, me too, Nino. I get worried when Mike shows up. Yeah, I'm not sure of the title now either. I'm trying to think what day it was. Was it Sunday? No, I think it was Saturday. Yeah, because Sunday's when he got. Gosh darn it! I'm pretty sure it's the clouds because when the sun goes out, when I can't see the sun, it gets cloudy. It says Was it Friday? Was it Sunday morning when Rosie left? Was it Sunday morning? So if it was Sunday morning, then it was Friday. It was Friday. Because he was there Friday, and then Saturday, Rosie was streaming, but Blackbird wasn't. And Blackbird got a mattress from a friend he worked with. Yeah, Blackbirds are very friendly. Yeah, he's very friendly and good-hearted, so he's easily taken advantage of. There, thanks, Buttercup. Buttercup put it up, Golden Streets. It was titled Special Guest. That's right, Special Guest. How could I forget that? Yes, I agree, Nino, wholeheartedly. He can rant and rave, but who doesn't do that occasionally, Well, not everybody does it that bad, but, everybody gets pissed off sometimes. Yeah, we don't know, still don't know. Was that the house he used to live in? Was that a neighbor's house? And he's just taking crap. Now is there stolen property on the rancho? We don't know. We just don't know. There's a fire or a wreck. Let's see if we can go up on the hill here. Maybe we can get better reception. On the hill. Might get worse. Walking. Oh, I think it does. I think I remember it gets worse walking out this way. There's another shelter. This is our mother's shelter. Jessica rented that for Ida's birthday, and we had the pool too. We swam in the pool. It was fun. They have a kitchen in there. Yeah, right. It's either a freaking fire or a wreck. There's the lake that I walk around down there. It had been a little chilly down there today, but whenever it's really hot up top here, I'll go down there and walk because it's like 5 degrees cooler down there. Now, see, I only got 35 battery. Darn it. And it's another thing, Buttercup baby, about me is I'll forget. I'll forget the power pack. I don't want to leave it in the car when it's too cold. I don't want to leave it in the car when it's hot. But I guess I could carry it around with me when I get out of the car. I need to put it in my backpack and my selfie stick, because when I was down there sitting, I could have put the selfie stick across, on the other side of the gazebo. I could have put the selfie stick and the camera right there, and then me sit here. It was trying to focus on my finger, or vice versa. And then I could film myself, because I've noticed if you're far away from the camera, it doesn't show your face as well. Put them by the door. I know, right? I should put them on the roll top desk. Have I shown you guys that yet? I think I did. The roll top desk that my brother Les bought for his fiance, and she left him when he got cancer because she said, "What good is he to me? He can't work anymore." And I was like, "Well, do you love him?" She said, "I don't even know if I love him." I said, "Well, then that's your answer. Get the fuck out of here." And that's exactly how I said it to her, too. She pissed me off, saying, "What good is he to me? He can't work." If you have a partner, they weren't married, they were engaged, but it's supposed to be sickness and health. Anyways, older sister Vicky said, "Don't let her take that roll top desk out there that you varnished. Take it down there to Mom's," because she wanted it. So he did, and it sat right inside the door where I have my bar table sitting, or I had my bar table sitting. It sat right there when Mom lived there. And Vicky took it when Mom passed, and then it's back now. J.R. nephew said, "Do you want that, you or Marcy?" Because it was Les's, and he redid it. And Marcy said she didn't want it, nor did she have anywhere to put it. So I said, "Yeah, I'll take it." Sentimental value. So did I show you guys the roll top desk yet? Anyways, that's where I should set the backpack. Long story short. Yeah, I need to put my selfie stick in it, my battery pack. I'm glad I get that when I got that battery pack, because the powers went out, and I've lent it to people when their power was out, and you had it to charge their phones. And then when we went to Tennessee for Richard's, my other nephew's wedding, Vicky's youngest boy, we went there for his wedding. My cord messed up for my phone, and we only went to one store, and they didn't have a cord for my phone. So I'm glad I had that, because it was 100% charged, and I used it to charge my phone every night that we were there. And you can charge your phone 4 times with those things if you have a good one. Right? She said that to me, Nina. This girl, man. Toya, I mean, we put up with her. We tolerated her for less's sake. But he picked her up in a bar. I mean, I'm not saying, you can meet in a bar and it doesn't make you a bad person. But anyways, that's where he picked her up. And some guy was buying her drinks and he didn't like that. So he started buying her drinks. Anyways, in California. Anyways, they moved back here when Les got diagnosed. Well, he knew something was wrong. He moved back here and then he got diagnosed. And he said, what am I going to do? I said, well, there was a reason why you moved back here. We're going to take care of you. And we did. Anyway, she'd get up in the morning, she'd crack open a warm beer. She drank those natty ice. I call them nasty ice. Those things are nasty. Carry them around in her purse and drank them all day long. First thing in the morning, she'd crack one up, drank warm beer. Anyway, she drank like 3 or 4 in the bathroom at the driver's exam where she was going to take her test to get her license. Took her test, passed it. She said her secret was she ate chocolate. I mean, that's terrible. She ate chocolate, and the exam guy didn't smell it on her breath. Anyway, she passed her test, and we got home, and Les said, "You're my hero." What? Yeah, he told everybody the story. Yeah, Toya's my hero. Who else do you know drink 5 beers in the bathroom at the exam station and still take her test and pass it? I don't know, maybe warm beers don't smell as bad. You think they'd smell worse. Yeah, I bet Rosie has a good one. This one wasn't cheap. It's good. Like I said, 4 times. That's the most I've used it. And it still had some charge. I'll have to document how many times you can charge your phone up overnight and how on a 100% power pack charge. Oh, you never know, Buttercup baby, in this little community. He could have been doing something else. You never know. She was really good looking though. But she used to work for what's that guy that Blackbird was just talking about him the other day. Oh, he's the only one left in Vegas. Not the only one left, I don't think, but he has a residency in Vegas. Older guy like Frank Sinatra and them. Oh, what was his name? Had black hair. He's been in movies. He was in that one of the Lampoon Christmas Vacation movies, or no, the one where they went out to Vegas. He was in that one, and the wife of Chevy Chase, the woman that played his wife, she went to his house. You guys see that movie where they went to Vegas, Las Vegas Vacation or something? Anyways, she used to clean house for him, and and that's when they still lived in California. She sent an autographed picture to my mom from him because Mom liked him. I showed that picture on one of my lives when I was cleaning the house, getting ready to move in there. Is it Don Ho? It's not Don Ho, is it? No, it's not Don Ho. Oh, shoot. He was in that movie, Las Vegas Vacation. I don't know if that's the name of it. But when Chevy Chase and the family went to I can't even think of the characters in the movie's names. If I stop and not think about it, they'll come to me. But yeah, he was in that movie, and they saw him performing, and he invited her to his house, and yeah. Anyway, she's cleaned house for him. But she was really pretty, Toya was, and we went to Pittsburgh. Sarah had her baby shower there in Pittsburgh, and we went up there, and we went to a club afterwards, around Station Square, I think it was. Anyways, Toya tries to walk in the VIP room. They said, "You can't come in here." She said, "There was a day when I could have went in there." I thought, that ship has sailed, Toya. It was funny. Yes, thank you, Buttercup baby. Wayne Newton. Thank you. Anyway, she cleaned house for him, and she sent Mom an autographed picture. So, I know that was nice of her, but oh, man. So Les was a drinker. Les liked to do drugs. Of course, he was on pain pills. He had cancer. He was on a bunch of, what do they call those? They're highly addictive. What's the scientific name for them? Shit. Ah, my memory is so bad. And I don't know why, because I never smoked a lot of dope when I was younger. I don't know why. Not to say that smoking a lot of dope makes your memory. I think it does your short term, but long term it doesn't. Opiates. See if I stop thinking about it. Opiates. He was on opiates and he was drinking. He fell at the bottom of his steps. Well, actually, he passed out. It was in the winter. I don't know where he probably walked to get more beer or something. It was in the winter. She made my 80-year-old at the time, my mom was 80 at the time, she made my mother come and get him and take him to the emergency room. I know you're not supposed to enable them. You know, I lived with an alcoholic. When they got drunk and messed up, I didn't go get them. Some people think that's cold hearted, but no. Nope, you're not supposed to enable them. But it don't change them. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But yeah, she made my mom get her car out of the garage and drive up that hill in that snow and take him. She called me and told me I bitched her up one side and down the other and said, I hope when you get to where you need help from another person that they do not give it to you, you don't get it. Oh, I was pissed. And then I regretted what I said to her, but it was justified, but still I regretted it. Oh my gosh. So I got in the car and flew up there to the emergency room so I could be with my mom while Les was in. Yeah, he got worse when he found out his diagnosis. My ex too, 11 years I was with that man. I don't know how I lasted 11 years. He was a violent, mean alcoholic too. And everybody that met him said, "Oh, Woods." After we broke up, and they found out what he did. Oh, Woodsy, he would give you your shirt off his back. He wouldn't harm a fly. I was like, well, you didn't live with him, you know. Because it was back in the day, we kept that stuff hush hush. We didn't go around telling people. We made excuses. Not today, man. He was the last man to ever laid a hand on me. But I feel you. I have empathy. Yeah, it is hell. Hell. You walk around like you're tiptoeing around like you're walking on eggshells and try not to upset them. And like I said, damn if you do, damn if you don't. He was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It keeps doing it now. We knocked his ass out one night. He was into one. I mean, my family knew. Anyways, Vicky lived down the hill. She said, I got something for his ass. We put something in his coffee. I can't remember what it was. Knocked his ass out. I kept saying, you're not going to kill him. You're not going to kill him. She said, relax. Knocked his ass out. And so we got peace for a while. It took a while too, man. Because he did a lot of drugs, so he had a tolerance. But yeah, isn't that something? I could tell so many stories. Oh, half of them are not good. Yeah, I could tell so many stories from my past. We left Kansas City one time, put $20 that I had from waitressing tips. We put $20 that I saved in the gas tank, drove all the back roads from Kansas, El Dorado, Kansas, to Barnesville, Ohio, using Traveler's Aid. Back then, I don't know if they still have it. This was in the 80s. They had Traveler's Aid, and we drove the back roads, and we stopped at churches, and we used Traveler's Aid. So they'd either buy us a meal, or they'd fill the tank up, or they'd send us to the store to get food, diapers. I had 2 in diapers then. When we left Kansas, I said, you even raise your voice to me, I swear to God, I will fucking kill you. And I would have, and he knew it. He felt it. He felt it in his soul. Just the way I said it. And the kids were like cowering in the back seat, like, whoa, mom's pissed. Anyways, we traveled that way. That's some of the things I had to put up with that man, because I loved him. He was the father of my children. Everybody in my kids' school, they're here comes the wind. Their kids were getting their kids' parents were getting divorced. I thought, my kids aren't going to be that. They're not going to be that statistic, but. And then because you're not stupid. I mean, I wasn't stupid. The kids shouldn't see that stuff because they can carry it on. You want to break that cycle. So you know it's wrong, but you're hoping, yeah, he'll change, he'll change. Yeah. And they, of course, you know how they do. I'm sorry, it'll never happen again. You know. But anyways, 11 years. I was young, dumb, and full of, I was dumb back then. Anyways, I forget what I was talking. Oh, Kansas. One time they didn't have no aid in the town. They didn't have traveler's aid. So I said, I know. let's go the. Let's go to the um, fire department, fire station. So I went to the fire station. Not only did they feed us and the kids, they gave us money out of their pockets. They all pitched in, got money out of their pockets, and gave it to us. So that was nice. I think we were almost home, if I remember correctly, and that got us the rest of the way home. They gave us so much money. Oh, been there, done that, Buttercup baby. I'm glad he wasn't abusive. "41 years, Nino." Oh, he's done drinking. Basically just friends. Yeah. Yeah, we ended up sleeping in different bedrooms towards the end. Hell of a life. He used to say, "Well, we're gonna move to Florida. We're gonna move to Kansas. We're gonna move to Georgia, and we just leave house full of stuff, whatever we can fit in the car." And I'll never forget my son, my oldest son Brandon. When he was married. They didn't have Peyton yet, but he was married. So Peyton's 15. So that had been 15 years ago. Brandon said, "Mom, I thought you were going to leave us." It broke my heart. Oh, that hurt my heart so bad. I cried. Because he would tell him, just put stuff in the garbage bag. Just take that, fill whatever you want to really take with you in the garbage bag. And we'd leave house full of stuff and just get in the car and go. And that's what he would do, drag us all over the place. And then me and him would both work, put the kids with a sitter. I used to build bridges, lay road track, flag. I was a flag person. Couldn't get those jobs around here then, back in that era. It was like the 80s. So we made good money, and the babysitter was like $65 a week, and that's cheap because that was for 3 kids. That was before Jed. Jed wasn't born yet. That was Brandon, Jessica, and Charlie. That's good, Nino, that he wasn't. And yours wasn't either, Buttercup. Oh, yeah, you were telling that story about. Yeah, he'd come home from the bar, Buttercup. There was, I forget, I think I was going to the store, yeah. Oh, yeah, and he'd go for like 3 days at a time, too. He'd go for like 3 days at a time and leave me and the kids at the house. No food, no car. They only had the one car. So, and when we were in a different state, I couldn't call the relatives to come get me and take me to the store. Anyways, I was gonna go to the store and I get in the car and there's a guy in the back seat. I shut the door and he's like, he's moaning. I'm like, "What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing in my car?" I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And I go back in the house and say, "What the hell is this shit?" "Oh, I don't know, some cockable story. I mean, it could have been. The guy could have just climbed in the wrong car, but with Woodsy, I doubt it. He's all tame now. Now, I can tolerate being in the same room as him, but I don't talk to him. He speaks to me. I don't try to make it a point to talk to him because I just remember every freaking dumbass thing he did and how he was mean to me and the kids. So, yeah, the day we got divorced, he was in jail. He was beating on me, and the oldest boy ran the house, called the cops. Come a time when the kids were old enough to This shit ain't right. And they had the means to do it. He ran and to the neighbors and called the cops, and he hit me, and I hauled off and hit him. I never hit him back. I never fought back. I hauled off and hit him, knocked his glasses off. He went flying against the house, fell down. I mean, it was a good punch. But then he got back. Seems to be doing in and out here worse, but what did I do with my keys? But I was getting cold. Oh, I threw them on the seat. And I need to start this car and plug the phone in because I'm getting cold too. Anyways, he grabbed my hair and drug me down the concrete steps, trying to get me back in the house. Cops come, put him in jail. So you want to press charges? It's another thing. I never pressed charges before either. Like if the neighbors would call. I said, yep. And when the day we got divorced, they brought him in. He was still in jail. They brought him in an orange jumpsuit. He was shackled and handcuffed and got divorced and never looked back. But yeah, it's the last man that ever laid a hand on me. Like I said, I was young and dumb. And afraid to go to a woman's shelter. People think, why don't the people that have never been in that situation, why don't the women just leave? Well, it ain't that easy, especially when you have children involved. But I was lucky because my kids turned out all right. So that's good. You've punched yours many a time, and it takes a lot to get me in that state. I guess it took me 11 years to fight back. I'm just like, I'm over this crap, man. This is bullshit. I know I could take him. Oh, geez, Louise. God's getting the story of my life. But yeah, this is freaking thing I've seen and done. It's like crazy. Just to survive. That's why on my Instagram, it's Survivor of Tales. The tales I could tell you that I have survived. So that's why it's Survivor of Tales. I think Richard Clark asked me that one time. Me and him and Blackbird were talking on the phone. He was wondering what it meant. Yeah, that's what it means. First it was just Survivor, and then people were saying, are you a cancer survivor? And they kept asking me that. So I'm like, no. So I put Survivor of Tales. And then I had that, I think as my YouTube, and then I changed. Awesome, That's awesome. Oh. I think that's enough stories for one day. Probably should get back to the hacienda. Yeah, I have to tell you the time when I saw a guy get murdered. I've had a rough life, guys. I've had a rough life. Since leaving my mommy's house at the ripe young age of 17. I guess that's why I don't take no shit. I take so much shit and then I can't take anymore. Oh no, Buttercup, it's this car. There's something rattling. I got to take it out to Charlie's and have him put it on his lift. I just haven't done it yet. It's a vibration, something. It's not anything. I mean, Andy, my son-in-law, looked at it last time I was in Circleville, and then Jed looked at it when I got back from Circleville. So it's not anything major that's going to prevent the car from running. It's like something loose under there, like a piece, like that thing underneath where you pull up and sometimes you hit those concrete sleeping policemen, I call them. They're curbs. Some people call them curbs. I think I hit my cow. I don't know if it's a cow. It's called a cow or whatever, under thing. But it ain't nothing that's gonna, like I said, gonna stop the car from running. You've been going through your house looking for that noise. No, it's just my car. It's 2 for Tuesdays, guys. Oh, crap. They might take the stream down. I'm not going to put the radio on. Since I'm not monetized, they don't take the stream. I don't get a strike, but they have taken the stream down sometimes in the past when I put the radio on. Well, I'll drive you. Go drive us back to the house. Get my seatbelt on here. Man, the sun feels good. I get in here, I get hot. I'm gonna lay you down for a second. I got it on one-handed. Can't do it. Alrighty then. We're cooking with gas. So that's gonna be weird driving without the radio walking. Okay, where are they at? Where'd they go? Oh, he must be behind me. I don't see him. See, here's what I call sleeping policemen too. Things that go across here to slow you down. Those yellow things. I guess that thing was a curb that like Dollar General, there's big ones, and sometimes, I don't know if I did, because usually I'm pretty good at that and I don't hit them. Oh, I'm driving with these glasses. Oh my gosh. Charlotte, you're nuts. Driving with those cheaters on. I call them cheaters. Reading glasses. And I wonder why I couldn't frickin' see. I couldn't see that sleeping policeman there. Speed bumps. Some people call them speed bumps. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't think I'll read the chat until I get to the house. It's not that far. In fact, I'll show you a shortcut. We used to, when we were kids, we used to walk to the park from down around Grandma Ida's house, and we shimmied across this water pipe. We were one of these kids. If we'd have fell, we'd have surely broken something, arm, leg, collarbone. We'd have fell. But anyways, we were kids. We were fearless. And we'd come here and play tennis. See, there's the tennis court right there. My mama used to have a house out here, and Mama thought the house should go. He left it to her, but she thought the house should go to the kids. Fly off, Buttercup baby. Do you know? You can type it in. I won't read it till I get home. I used to go down the interstate reading the text, and somebody told me, don't do that. Rosie does it all the time, too. She's on her way to Vegas. Or she don't do that so much anymore. I don't know. I can't remember. She's still stopping at that nasty gas station, using that nasty restroom. Don't blink, guys. You'll miss the town. Ooh, watch out, little boy. You're brave running in front of me. Nose for Blackbird. And stuff like that. Is it past time? Yeah, I think it's past time. I can go through here now. The school buses have all gone. I better stop first, though, because there's a stop sign. 3:15. Yeah, it's 3:38. I'm good. I'm golden. Pony boy. I walk up here and vote. I don't know who to vote for this year. There's where my brother was living when he fell. She didn't. My mom's down over the hill. I'm home now. I should have none of that reconnecting bull crap. Where's my opener? I shouldn't have any of that reconnection stuff. It should be connected to my internet now. I always said I could drive better one-handed than two. I can for sure drive backwards better one-handed. It's just weird, but I can. How much did that charge it? Let's see. It's up to 34. It was 23 when I plugged it in. The car charges your phone. You're supposed to unplug it before you turn your car off, but I never do. I never follow that rule. Probably should. I swear your car charges up your phone battery quicker than anything else, even the power pack. I have a supercharger that Andy gave me, my son-in-law. One of them blocks that supercharges things. And it doesn't even charge as fast as the car does. In my crappy garage. That dirty wall that needs washed. I power washed the house and forgot to wash the garage. It'll get done this spray. Kiri, no, you can't go out there. You can't go out there. Anyways, here's the roll top desk that my brother redid, varnished. This thing comes down. You guys know how a roll top works. And I don't want to move all that stuff. But yeah, the light even works, but I don't have it plugged in. I have my computer, my laptop plugged in. I have my Alexa plugged in. Alexa, how was your day?
Sorry. My Tuesday's been triumphant.
Her Tuesday's been triumphant. It said something about cat, something about pet. Hey, Kiri. How you doing? Okay, now I'll get my other cheaters. I leave them cheaters in the car, so I never forget. I always have them. It's one thing I do, because I used to. Mew! Hey, Mew! How you doing, Mew? Let's see if Eli's back. Yeah, I went away and left him because he wouldn't come in. He knows where his bowl is. He knows where he's fed. I gotta grab her because she'll try to get out. It's a routine. Eli! No. No. No, you're not getting down because you'll run. No. Eli! Kitty. When it's nice out, he does not like to come back in. I usually don't do this. I don't go away and leave him, but Ozzy's here. My grandson's here. I don't know if he checked. I didn't tell him to because he was sleeping when I left. Eli! Kitty. Do you see him anywhere? Kiri, do you see him anywhere? And whenever there's noise out, too, he will not come in. Like when there's neighbors out, kids out, people cutting the trees. They're cutting the trees right there. He will not come in. But he'll eventually come. I'm going to leave this door open because it's warm in here, I think, anyway. And what, did this not get lifted back up? Sometimes the toilet runs if you don't lift the handle back up. All right, let's see what you people are saying. Isn't it? And I have a chair there, Buttercup Baby. Maybe I'll get my book put on Amazon. I wrote a book, guys. Took me 5 years. I probably told you guys that before. And I need to get it put on Amazon. So I need to get it into, what's that format called? I don't know all that computer jargon. Ignoring me quite. Oh, I was driving, Mew. I was about to say ignoring me quite much. LOL. Just kidding. I'm great. How are you? I'm good. Doing good. Yeah, he's probably in that house over there. He won't come in if there's noise out or if there, any kind of noise. He will not come in. But I figured I do this little trick where I pull the car out. When I pulled the car out, he usually comes. Then I went back in the house. And he usually comes because he knows I'm going to leave, and who knows when he'll get to come back in. But That didn't work this time. I'm trying to get my coat off. It is freaking hot in here. Turn this furnace down since it's 51 degrees now. Oh yeah, it's up to 70, no wonder. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Kiri. Kiri. All the snow's melted back here except for right there. Well, it doesn't get any sun. Hardly any sun. I've only done this 2 other times before. One time I just went to the store, came right back, and he was here. One time, well, a couple times I pulled the car out and he comes running. And then another time I went somewhere, I forget where I went, I think over to Kim and Jed's, which is like 10 minutes away, for about an hour, came back. He didn't come in, because it was in the summer and kids were out yelling and screaming. He didn't come in until 10 o'clock at night, and I was really worried that time. But Dwayne always makes fun of me. He says, he knows where his food dish is. He's going to come back when he's hungry. Look at Kiri on the table. She always gets up on the table. Anyways, yeah, that's the roll top desk. It doesn't look as great as it did when Les first revarnished it. But yeah, it has a lighter there, and Mom never had the light plugged in. I think she had a lamp that sat on it that she had plugged in. Because you run your cords down through here. I don't know if you can see that. So I have like I said, I have my laptop plugged in. And my Alexa. See, Alexa says 51 degrees. Alexa, tell me a cat joke. Alexa, tell me a dog joke.
For the first time ever, a dog will be directing a new play on Broadway. It's called Who's Afraid of Virginia? What?
Oh, she cracks me up. Look, guys, isn't that cute? Marcy got that for me and Vicky for our birthdays in May of last year. I'm the middle sister. I suffer from that middle child syndrome. And this Indian, Marcia got it in Tennessee one time when her and Vicky went down to visit. And she didn't want it. She asked me, since I liked Indian stuff, if I wanted it. Heck yeah, I'll take it. It's pretty cool. It looks like, I don't know what kind of wood it is. But isn't that cool? Did I show this stuff to you guys before? I'm feeling deja vu, like I did. Yay! I got my freaking coat off. Finally. I better plug this in. At least we won't be having any more interruptions. So, Mew, when was the last time you went in the trap house? Has it been a while? Have you been back in there since? Bye, Nino. I'm glad you came. See you next time. Have a good rest of your day, Nino. Oh, I bet you'll be glad when it's all finished, Nino, huh? Movement's hard. It's a lot of work, but it's satisfying when it's all done. Oh, is it raining, Mew? Yeah, Mew needs to come east for the sun. It's really sunny out today. Yeah, it's not far from here to the park. Like I said, we used to walk. Mew. Who's Charla? You're funny, Mew. Blackbird keeps talking about having another conference call, but never tells me what day. I'm doing a live, but it's this way. I'm doing a live, but it's pointed that way. Tried to get Eli to come back in, and
He won't?
I don't even see him.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. I think he's in that house over there. Because there's a lot of noise. There's them doing the trees, the kids was out.
Yeah.
As long as there's noise, I'm glad he's like that. I'm glad he's a scaredy cat,
Yeah.
you know, but hopefully he'll come back.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm sure he will. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buttercup, he probably is watching. He probably sees Mom come out on the porch and yell for him. I even went out in the yard and walked around because usually he's supposed to be working. Who knows? He said he had another week left. But yeah, I went out in the yard and was walking around because usually he comes when I'm out in the yard walking around. He'll hear me cough or whatever. And he'll come right to me, but he didn't even come. So I think he's hunkered down in that house. Plus, there's a lot of cats out there, too. I don't know where all these cats came from. There's like one that's black and white. If I had him, I'd name him Oreo. And then there's, well, Guy's cat, Charlie. Charlie's out running around. And then there's the big orange one. Now, he's friends with the orange cat across the street. What is his name? Ronald. I think they named him Ronald because the kids named him, she said. Probably because for Ronald McDonald, maybe. Because he's orange. Ronald McDonald had the orange hair. Because they had him when they were little. And one of them boys is driving now next door. Anyways, he's friends with Ronald, so he's not scared of Ronald, but he's leery of the other cats. And see, Buttercup Baby, he keeps saying it's almost finished, so whenever it's finished, the drywallers were done, or I think he said almost done. Whenever it's finished, he'll be looking for another job site. I think they were low-income housing he was working on, he said. Look at all the toys laying around. Nino, they like those. She's probably gone. The toys that Nino made, they like that. The crochet. Here, I'll pick it up. I think my cord's long enough. They like these. Nino made and sent for the kitties. They like to. Oh, Carrie's upstairs. He's upstairs with Ozzy. Anyways, I forget what I was talking about. Carrie, what are you doing? Come down here. You don't know? She says, I don't know. I don't know. Here, she talks all the time. What are you doing, Carrie? You don't know? Where's your brother, Carrie? Where's Eli? Where's Eli? She's so long. She's growing, but she's not growing out. I think she exercises so much. Or, she's always running up and down the steps and all around the house. But she's grown. At Buttercup, I was trying to scroll back, but then it disappears. It only lets you scroll back so far. What makes it go in and out like that? Do you have to take your Wi-Fi off when you're out? When you're not around your Wi-Fi, like here at home? Do I have to take my Wi-Fi off when I'm streaming live? I don't know if you answered me on that one, because I was driving and I couldn't read the chat. Well, I could have, but I chose not to. Chewy has a spring special going, buy 100, get 30 off. Oh, wow. There was a lot of people had President Day sales Monday. There was a lot of those. Kiri. She goes on the 5th. It's the 5th. I looked on the calendar. It's Tuesday, March 5th. She goes to be spayed. She's getting a little tummy. She got a little tummy on her. Oh, Carrie Butt. I call her Carrie Butt. I have no idea what I had it set on. I probably left it on Wi-Fi. Yeah, it had to be on Wi-Fi, because when I left my house, it's always on Wi-Fi, because it's always connected to my house. I don't turn it off when I leave. It'll automatically connect to, I have it set on settings to automatically connect to anybody else's Wi-Fi that I'm on. Like when I walk in Jessica's house, it connects to hers, and so on and so on. Yeah, so I was on Wi-Fi to answer that question, Buttercup baby. I was on Wi-Fi. So should I take the Wi-Fi off when I'm out and about? I thought I heard Rosie say something about that. Something about, let me disconnect my Wi-Fi, or let me see if my Wi-Fi is off. She said something about it. Oh, this is like my daughter's house. I have their password, so whenever I walk in her house, my phone automatically connects, so we don't have to keep asking for the password, and vice versa. Like when she comes here, it automatically connects to my Wi-Fi, so she don't have to ask me for the password. Once you have the person's password in, it'll automatically connect. If you have it to do that in your settings, if you told it to do that. Guy's using mine, which I don't mind. He said, till he gets his. At the park, it was, it's still on in my settings. It's still on. I think you have to switch it off in your settings, don't you? Yeah, there's no Wi-Fi at the park. There might be at the pool, but you have to get the password. When the pool's not open, I'm sure they don't have it. I don't think I ever got the password for the pool, so maybe they don't even have it. Yeah, like right now, well, I can't do it on the live, but I could go to settings and it would say Wi-Fi on, connected to my Wi-Fi, of course. But then when I leave the house, it's still on. You have to go into settings and put your finger on the toggle, where it's green, and switch it to where it's not green. You have to manually do it. You have to manually turn it off. It doesn't just go off. And a lot of people use hotspots, but I've never used a hotspot before to go live. She likes that mouse. I found that mouse in her water dish, in her, in the frickin' litter box. Then the other day I found it up in the fruit bowl on top of the table. Just carry it around and drop it wherever. If you go outside, you need to use cell data or it will bounce signal everywhere looking for service calls. Okay, so when I'm outside, I thought that's what Rosie said. So when I'm outside, thanks Buttercup baby, appreciate that. So when I'm outside, I need to remember to toggle it off, and then I need to remember to put it on airplane mode, so when people call, thank goodness I just finished talking to Dwayne. He called when I was walking around the park. I want to know if I'd give him a ride to the St. Clairsville so he can catch the bus to Pittsburgh to get the laser done on his eye again. He's diabetic. I think he told you. I mean, he don't mind me telling, but I'm pretty sure he told you guys when we were out here doing a show one time. Because I was surprised he told people that, because he don't usually tell people stuff, but he was drinking too. Anyways, he has to have where they put it's not a laser. It's just a thing they inject into your eye, a needle in your eye. And because he's diabetic, and his eye, he's not seeing well out of his right eye. So he can't even drive to St. Clairsville to meet the bus. And he goes to the VA hospital. He's a veteran. He goes to the VA hospital in Pittsburgh, and they do those treatments. So he called me to see if I'd take him there Thursday, and I said I would. I have to be there at 9 in the morning. Then I have to come back between 3 and 3:30 to pick him up. If he can't get his cousin Janine's boyfriend, Kim. If he can't get Kim, he's just making sure he had a way there because he can't miss his appointment because he needs to get those treatments done because he can barely see out of his right eye. Okay. Yeah, it automatically connected when I walked in. That's why we haven't lost connection yet. She's having so much fun. Are you happy Mommy's home? You're not going to be able to get that through there because it's attached to that wand thing. Silly goose. Play with your pink and white string. Those are ties that come out of my, sweatpants. I'll give them to her. She'll take them upstairs and bring them downstairs. It's so funny when she has one in her mouth, she carries them down the steps. She's freaking hilarious. Oh yeah, I always connect. Yep, I always connect when I go. Mine's reconnects in McDonald's. When I walk into McDonald's, it automatically connects to their Wi-Fi. But yeah, if I don't have the password, like Starbucks, I would have to ask for their password. Well, I always use it at motels. I always use it at the casino because I look at it this way. I'm not doing any credit card transactions on there while I'm onto their network. I know it always gives you that warning. This is how's it worded? This is a unsecure network. But I don't. Yeah, I always connect. I'm not worried about that stuff. I always connect everywhere I go. If it's free. I used to set out, before I had internet, I used to sit outside the library and connect to theirs free all the time. And get on my, my sites that I use. I didn't feel like going in the library and doing it, so I'd sit. You have to be in the front row. You have to be really close to the library to do it. I mean, if I didn't feel like going to McDonald's. Not good. I do it all the time. I've never been breached yet, knock on wood. I've done it since it existed. I would never use my credit card on an unsecured site, put any of that kind of information on there. You know what I mean? But I do it all the time. So far I haven't. I don't know. I'm not worried about too much in life. You know? I know they warn about it. I know they do. Guess I live on the wild side. Buttercup's probably thinking, yeah, you laugh now. Now, I've had my credit card, but it's not been online. It's been, I thought it was at one time, but it wasn't. I figured that one out. But, I go to my bank, and she said, sometimes we can see where you got hit on, and sometimes we can't. And she looked on the computer, and she said, this one was at the gas station. She said, the other two, I don't know. Anyways, I've been hit 3 times. Like, people will stand behind you in line, and they have one of those card readers, and, you know, you'll get hit that way. And so I had to get 3 new credit cards. And even with that chip, you can still get hit by a card reader. And then somebody had put the card reader in the gas station pump. She even told me the name of the gas station and everything, where it was. I said, yep, that's my gas station I go to. So from then on out, I always walk in and pay for my gas. I never stick my card in the pump anymore. And my friend Andrew, he's an IT guy, he told me how to tell. He said, look, Charlotte, I'll show you how to tell. We went to the ATM at the bank one time in St. Clairsville, which is both our banks. They have branches all over, all the towns here. Anyways, we were going through that ATM, we were going somewhere. I can't remember. But anyways, he said, look, I'll show you. And he showed me. I said, I won't be able to remember that. You have to show me like 10 times. Anyways, I just don't do it. I don't. Well, we had to then because the inside was closed already, so we had to use the ATM. But he made sure, because he used his card, he had to get money too, and he made sure. I think maybe we're headed to Washington, D.C. Anywho, yeah, the lady at the bank, she could tell me the gas station one, and she said, you probably, got hit with a card reader. And she told me when they lock up at night, one of them has to check the ATMs, and then when they come in the morning, they check them. And if there's card readers on them, of course, they take them off. But she said now, in between the time this bank closes and the ATM closes, in between that time and in the morning when we open up, she said, I can't assure you there won't be one on there. But that's their job, they have to check. So. Oh, yeah, he'd say, no, it's not safe, but, you can use it. He uses it. I mean, that would be his answer. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not safe if you're gonna put your information out there, but if you're just connected, like casino, I've connected every time I've went down there, and nothing's happened. But anyways, I found out it was on my gas station pump, and then come to find out, it probably was maybe 2 months later, it was all over the news that there was a card reader put on that ATM at our bank in St. Clairsville at the mall where we had stopped. But, and like I said, Andrew checked, and it wasn't one on there when we used it, or he wouldn't have used it. Anyways, yeah, so, and he does too. He connects to Wi-Fi. And Andy, my son-in-law Andy, he went to DeVry to be to be an IT guy, internet tech. He went to DeVry for that, went to school for it. He used it once, and he worked from home, and he got caught up. He worked for Dell, and he got caught up on got his credit cards paid off. And he was doing that while he was still working at UPS. But he got a job while he was in college at DeVry in Columbus. He got a job with UPS, so he's been there ever since he was 18 and was in college. He's been at UPS ever since, and he's like 40. Is he 40? Yeah, he's 40-something now. 41 maybe, 41, 42, something like that. Anyways, he's going to have a good pension from UPS. He's a supervisor there now, worked his way up. But he'll tell you the same thing Andrew will say. He'll say, yeah, they're not safe, but you can use them. You just got to know what you're doing, Don't put your credit card on it. Don't order stuff with your credit card when you're in a motel using their Wi-Fi, because that's why they tell you it's not secure. When you see that little lock when you're purchasing stuff at all the sites, if you're at home, you know what I mean. It's not secure. It's unsecured network. So I don't do any of that stuff I just go live. I know people do, though. There's people that order stuff while they're in the hotel. I don't know. They just go to sites that are secure, I guess. But I wouldn't. That's one thing I wouldn't do. I wouldn't use my credit card if I was on a free site, unsecured site. Even if the sites you're going to are secured that you're ordering from. Say like you're ordering from Target and it's secured, I still wouldn't do it if I was using their network. But yeah, just to go, I mean, they're safe in a way, just to go on there and go live. So anyways, this person that had the card reader, they ended up, I think it was Arizona, if I remember correctly. Somebody in Arizona was using my information that they took off my card, but I wasn't physically in Arizona. And so I told the people, I've never been, that was back in the day, that's back a long time before I went to Arizona, because I've been there twice. But I told the person I never was there, that wasn't me, so they gave me back the money. I always got the money back every time. All 3 times, I always was reimbursed. But yeah, I had to do my debit card and then my credit card once. I think I said credit card. I spoke incorrectly. It was my debit card, my bank card that got hit 3 times. My credit card got hit, I want to say twice. But I don't use it either. I use it like, I don't even use it when I travel. So I'm ordering using my internet from a secure, so I guess the credit card had to been hit from a card reader too. That's the only possible explanation for that. Back in the day, we used to take money orders. Now we just get money out of the bank before we leave. Because if you don't tell your bank all the states you're going to, sometimes you try to use your card, they'll shut it down. I didn't know that until it happened to Vicky. So whenever we went out of state, we'd call our bank and tell them, okay, I have it all. You stopping anywhere else? No. At least you have to with our bank. I don't know how it is with other banks. I think I'm going to jump off here, guys. What time is it? Oh, it's 4:09. I've been live for an hour and 5 minutes. I think that's long enough. A human being's attention span ain't that really that long. A lot of people will join lives at the end of them because they just don't want to sit for 4 hours watching a live. But the vlogger puppet guy would probably beg to differ. He'd say, the shut-ins will, that's what he always said anyway. He'd always say, the shut-ins will sit and watch those lives for 4 hours. And I have before. I've watched Blackbirds that long, but sometimes I'm watching a movie too, or I'm doing stuff around the house, and I periodically check back. When I first started modding for him, oh my gosh, I took that job so seriously. I still do kind of. I mean, I don't want him to get a 3rd strike because I don't want his channel to get taken down. He either doesn't understand that crap, or doesn't understand the dedication, or he doesn't care if it gets taken down. He'll just make another one. I don't know, but I used to be on it. I'm still on it, but not as much. I'm glad he has good mods in there. Better mods now than he did before. Some of them, I won't say all of them were bad, but I'm glad he has good mods in there now. Because if I miss something, Buttercup is on it, or Patty. So I'm glad for that. And sometimes I'll just leave. I'll just leave his. And I told him, I texted him, I said, if I get upset, I'm just going to leave. Because I get too upset and I start cussing people out. That ain't good either. Not good for anybody. But yeah, so if it gets too much drama, I just leave now. I just dip out. But we try, don't we, Buttercup? We try and keep his channel alive. Right? Really? Wow. Do you have other good mods in there, or are you the only mod? More trolls, wow. You had that happen, so you got 2 debit cards from 2 different banks. That's an idea. We do try. Is it a drama channel, Buttercup? I can see the drama channels having a lot of trolls. IP2 has a lot of trolls. Most of the trolls that come into his channel are from IP2. I like to put his dono link to up too, you know, because a lot of people don't have it kept. Like I have it in my notes, and Buttercup Baby helped me with that, walked me through that. Thanks, Buttercup. And I have it. I have the links to his donos in his dono and Cash App in my notes, so I can put it up quickly. I don't have to go back to an old live like I was doing. Oh my goodness, that was a chore. You have to go to an old live, turn your phone sideways, click on the thing where the chat is, pull the chat up, go on all messages, scroll through chats till you find the links, and then click on the links, copy paste, go back to his live, and then do that. You had to do it once for the dono, once for the Cash App. Well, that's how I was doing it. And then Buttercup said, well, put it in your notes. So I don't know how to do that. So we were texting or talking, and she walked me through it. So now they're in my notes. He hasn't drama, but he has a TikTok and got used to the new terms of service like YouTube. Okay, lots of moms and lots of kids, so we have to research every chatter. Oh, wow. I think I know there was a kid in Blackbirds, and you caught it. That's one of the times I was flitting around the house, or I could have been going to the bathroom, who knows. But yeah, and I thought there was a kid in there the other day, too. I think I took them out. Timed them out, didn't hide them, because we're not allowed to hide them unless he gives us permission. Like, he'll give me permission once in a while, and then I'll hide them. But usually it's timeout. And I don't know. If I know they're a real serious troll and they're never gonna quit, well they'll quit eventually. I shouldn't say never, but if I know they're bad and they're gonna just keep coming back, I don't time them out for no 10 seconds because they'll come back and they'll come back and they'll come back. I time them out for 24, but if it's like a person that I don't know them, I've never seen them in there, I don't know, I have to fill them out. And if they're like, oh, I might troll once, might troll twice, and they're not going to come back, then I'll time them out for 10 seconds. Like I did that one guy, because I know he'd been in there before. Yeah. Oh, do you hide kids? See, they use the word hide on YouTube, but I guess everybody else just says block. They mean the same, block, hide. So you block the kids, huh? Should we do that on Blackbirds too? Because it is supposed to be 18. But then, well, Mew's mature for his age. Mew didn't come in there and, hear anything he'd never heard before in his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can kind of tell. You kind of pick up on that too. I mean, but if they're a young kid, like, there was one in there, I know he couldn't have been more than 8. Because he had pictures up, and I clicked on his videos, so I knew, this kid. I mean, some 8-year-olds might live in that kind of situation where they hear the kind of mature subjects that are talked about in Blackbird's chat, but I don't know. It's best to err on the side of caution, so I did hide that one. I hid one like that in Bianca's, too, because she don't want any kids in her stream either. I don't either. Yeah, I don't talk about drugs and prostitution yet. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh no, I think the more I go live, the more things you might hear. That's funny, though, Buttercup. That's funny. Now, today I talked about drugs some. I did not I did not lead a sheltered life. Even when I was still in my parents' house. I think because of my older brother and sister. And the friends, I can't blame it all on them, and the friends I chose to hang out with. I'll never forget these one friends. We just call them the Blacker Boys. There was too many of them. I remember Sean. I remember his name, Sean Blacker, because I have a nephew, Sean. But there was a bunch of them. There was like, I don't know, 8 or 9 boys. All boys. They lived in California. They moved here from California. As a matter of fact. And I'll never forget Sean, a couple of the other brothers was sitting in my house, and we lived in a trailer at the time. Mom and Dad had just got divorced, and the only thing she could find was a trailer to rent. And then we got a house later. And Sean said, trailers are the easiest things to break into. You know, my mom's right there in the kitchen. We're in the living room. Of course she heard him. So we leave, and I come back and, come home. When I was supposed to come home, Mom's like, I don't want you hanging out with them Blacker boys. Mom, why? She told me, and I was like, he's not going to break into our trailer. How do you know that? Because we're friends. It was funny. Oh, where was this? What are you talking? Where's that? Where'd that happen? Was this on a live, Buttercup? What the heck are you talking about? Oh my goodness. It happened on a live stream. Oh my goodness. Did the dude who was streaming keep the camera on him or not? No, he could have got his channel taken out. I was telling you about that. This guy's it was Valentine's, and I mean, even you utter a word and your phone will put stuff up. It'll put stuff up on Facebook. It'll put stuff up on YouTube. Anyway, because I was talking about something the other day. It wasn't Valentine's, but this is why this guy's feed come up. Anyways, I was talking about something, and sure enough, all these things. Oh, a microwave cart, because I still haven't gotten a microwave cart for my microwave. It's still on my end table. It doesn't look like an end table, though. But anyways, that's beside the point. So all of a sudden, I get all these things in my feed on YouTube, in my feed on Facebook, like microwave carts for sale, like at different places, Bed Bath & Beyond, all them kind of stores. Anyways, I was talking about Valentine's. Sure enough, this guy's a YouTuber. He came up and he was doing something for Valentine's. He used to be a male model, real good looking. He's from California. No, he's not from California. He's from Chicago. But he went to California. He'd been to Black's Beach, the beach that Rosie and Elvis went to, the nude beach. He'd been there. Really, really good looking guy. He's probably 27, I think. Anyways, it come up because he was doing Valentine's thing. So I clicked on it. I thought, this guy looks cool. So I clicked on it. So I subscribed and been watching him. Well, he does this thing where he does stretchy time. And it's not really stretchy time. I mean, he only does like a few things. It's not really for anyone's benefit or for exercise. It's to show off, and get people to sub. And he has an OnlyFans channel too. I haven't never subscribed to any OnlyFans. I never will. But anyways, he has one of those too. But he was stretching. He lives in a motorhome, an RV. So he's laying on his bed and he's stretching his leg out, and you could see, he had on these loose shorts. Immediately, man, YouTube took it down. Because, if you show any kind of nudity, it's that quick. It was like gone. Seen it? Gone. In fact, I didn't see it. He was like, oops. Not that I didn't rewind and try to see it. No, I couldn't even do that because it was so fast. I mean, they took him down so quick. But if that guy would have what I was trying to get at was if that guy would have showed those people on that stool, he would have hit Gotti's channel. Oh, okay. Yeah, he might have. Oh, probably they were watching him. Maybe. Because it was so fast. I was amazed at how quick it was. But I think, I don't know if blackbirds happened that quick. I bet it did. When OG bent over and showed his ass cheeks and got Blackbird's channel taken down. Spread his ass cheeks. OG Geezer did that. On Blackbird's stream, he knew what was he knew what would happen. Nobody can tell me any different. Anywho, yeah, this dude, I was watching him. Next thing you know, bam, he's gone. I don't know if he's back yet or not. I haven't checked. But yeah, he goes around. He travels around and camps at these different campsites and shows all the amenities and stuff. So it's a pretty cool channel. Like I said, he's been to Black's Beach. And he's gay. No, actually, he's bi. He said he was bi. He's out, you know. So he told everybody he was bi on his stream. Currently looking for a man, though. A boyfriend. But anyways, I was watching him, and bam, next thing I know, gone. YouTube is that quick about that nudity. But there's certain words, too. Like Rosie, she uses that Nightbot. A lot of people use the Nightbot, and they put in words, like if somebody types those words in the chat, bam, they're gone. The person who's typing is gone. There was nudity from the view we got, but nothing left to the imagination. Yeah, that gets you taken down with a quickness. But yeah, Blackbird should have somebody put the Nightbot on for him, and then he wouldn't even necessarily need mods. Because every time somebody typed something nasty, like that guy was last night that he hid, Blackbird actually hit him. Riley. Hi, Riley. You just got on here? Did you just get on here? Riley. Thanks for the hearts, Riley. Just got back from school and I did my homework. Did you just now get on, Riley? I was at the park walking around exercising. I should check on. This is 38%. Oh, yep. Okay, you just got on. Okay. So how was your day at school? How was your day, Rai? Where's Kiri? There she is. Oh, I shut the bathroom door and she opens it. Because it's not the greatest door. It's my Frankenstein door. Eli! Kitty, 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 kitty. Eli! Kitty, 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 kitty. Eli's out, Riley. He hasn't come back in. Grandma's starting to get a little worried now. I know he always comes back, but still. There's no way anybody could grab him because I mean, if I'm sitting out here on the porch, he'll walk up and sit down next to me and I'll grab him real quick. Throw him inside, but for somebody to try and catch him, there's no way. I can't even catch him unless he does that, unless he comes up and sits next to me. Where's he at, Kiri? Where's your brother at? Hmm? So how's everybody feeling, Riley? I know you're feeling good because you went to school. Everybody else good? Yeah, he should be coming back soon, but I'm going to try to text you on Messenger because it's super duper slow and my day was good. Okay, I love you. I'm going to get off here anyway because I'm going to have to get my shoes on and go out there. I did that before, though. He didn't come, but maybe if I go out in the yard and walk around, he'll come now. There's not a lot of noise except for them cutting them trees. The other day when I let him out and I didn't know they were going to use a chipper and cut those limbs up, and he wouldn't not come in until they were all done with that. I didn't know they had a chipper behind the truck. I just saw the front of the truck. I didn't go outside. I let him out the back door, and I thought they were just cutting limbs. And they run that chipper. It was so loud. You couldn't hear the TV in here. It was so loud. And he was scared. I'm glad everybody's good. I don't think I thought I was getting that flu B, but I don't think I got it because people were telling me if you had it, you would know it because it's bad. I just didn't feel right one day. And the next day I was fine. And I know it's not 24 hour. People say it lasts for a week or two. So I don't think I got it, thank goodness. I love you too, Riley. Yes, message me. Bye. Kitty, where's your brother? Kitty, where's your brother? Trying to make him talk. I missed you Monday night, Riley. I'll see you next Monday night. Daddy was off work, so Riley didn't come over last night. But she's coming next Monday. I'll be taking her to school. When she gets up in the higher grades, her brother can take her. Right now, her brother has to be there like an hour before she does. Because Landon is driving now. They're all growing up. All right, I'm going to get off here, guys. I'm going to go outside and get Eli to come out from wherever he's hiding so I can get his butt in here so I don't have to worry. I'll do a short, let you know he's in here. Remember that one time, it wasn't long after I'd gotten him. I was still living in the apartment. Couldn't find him. It was before I knew his hiding place. Here he hides up in the bedroom closet. I just leave the one door open. He runs in there, hides in the back of the closet when he gets scared. He was underneath the dresser. Or behind it, I think behind it. Or maybe he could get under it then. He'll be 5. He'll be 5 in April. I think it's April 11th. It's on the calendar. It's his gotcha day. He was 3 when I got him. I've had him 2 years now. In April it'll be 2 years. Anyways, he was behind that dresser. No, he was under it because I looked behind it and didn't see him. So he was under it. Anyways, he came out, so I did a short because I had done a live and when I couldn't find him and people were concerned, so I did a short. Eli's back. You still on here, Riley? You think that's funny? Think that's funny, Riley? All right, let's get off of here, and I'll put my shoes and coat and go out back And then you can text me on Messenger, Riley. I love you. Talk to you soon. And you guys, I love you too. And thanks for everybody who came into my live. And I hope you have a good rest of your Tuesday. Terrific Tuesday. Or 2 for Tuesday. All right. Love you guys. Bye for now. See you next time. Okay, where's the end thing? I always forget that. Oh, there it is. Thanks for modding, Buttercup Baby. Thanks for everybody coming in. I know he's getting old, right? 5 years old. All right, love you guys. Bye.